we can now go over to our Port Harcourt studios where Mahmoud Akuga, who was at the scene of the Warri blast, is standing by to give us an update on the situation. Mahmoud, we just heard the police commissioner of the bomb disposal unit say he's not aware of any casualties, yet we have a figure of 1 casualty and 6 badly burned persons. What's the true figure from your angle?
Thank you very much, Loide. You wouldn't hold the commissioner responsible for a bomb squad in Nigeria directly responsible for the transmission of information very quickly. It just goes to show how slow the police are in the dispatch of information. And of course, like I reported from the scene at that point in time, you recall that I did say that there were no members of the bomb squad that were present after the explosion. They left immediately with the VIPs, with the top dignitaries that were there. So if they left immediately, how would they have known if there were casualties there? I stand to be corrected. There were several men of the bomb squad who were present at the venue. They left as soon as the second blast took place with their principals. Also, there were men of the anti-terrorism squad that were there. They all left immediately after the bomb squad. There were no policemen on ground, and the men from the Nigerian Navy who probably came from a nearby barrack, the naval base that's not far from the venue, were the ones who tried to secure the environment. So I won't be too surprised if Chris Olakpa, the commissioner in charge of the bomb squad, is not aware of the casualty situation. I can report to you that, yes, indeed, one woman died. The woman was in a vehicle, most likely a trader. We're still trying to verify the name of this lady, but most likely a trader, because from what I could see in the van, there were baskets of tomatoes that were in the van, probably returning, or she probably went to buy something and was returning back, and had the unfortunate luck of going by just when the bomb blast exploded in the car where the bomb was fixed. So the car caught fire, and the car in which she was also traveling caught fire, and she was burnt in it. Unfortunately, we probably will not be able to go in too much to show our viewers the situation, but we have on shot very clearly the badly burnt remains of the passenger in that vehicle. And we can also confirm to you, of course, that several people were burnt. We have 6 of them that we followed to the hospital. There were other people as well who got injured from debris that were flying around from the vehicles that exploded. And so those people went with minor injuries, so they are not part of even the 6 people we are saying who were badly burnt. I stood close to some of these people who were burnt at that time. Of course, we're still trying to retrieve our camera, and they were burnt all over, from their head down to their feet. So I can confirm to you without any doubt whatsoever that indeed there was one person that was badly burnt to death, and there were several people with varying degrees of injuries. Hello,
Men claiming responsibility for the blast. Did you get a sense of what could have been responsible for the blast before you left Warri, or even after you left?
Men is saying in their statement that yes, they wanted to, the governor last month had described men as a media creation. So most likely what took place today was some kind of an attempt by men to teach the Delta State governor a lesson for describing them as a group that is simply a media creation. But far and above all that, from my investigations in the city of Warri, we found out that there were several groups that were planning to have a post-amnesty dialogue. And some of these groups had approached the Delta State governor for sponsorship, which the governor had to sponsor, but had said, look, the Vanguard people had written earlier on, so let us first finish with that, and you can move your own post-amnesty dialogue to sometime next month or after that. These groups, rival groups, were not too happy with the decision by the Delta State government to first bring up the vanguard post-amnesty dialogue instead of theirs. And so that may also be a contributing factor, but we can't exactly confirm that situation, but that is what the situation is in Delta State, with the Delta State government promising to also sponsor other groups who want to have post-amnesty dialogue. So they may have been very unhappy with the situation. And that probably will explain too why we had the presence of some very important people in the Niger Delta struggle who were there today. We had 3 governors, Delta, Edo, and Imo. And we had some very powerful people there too, like General Warri, the former MD of NDDC, Chief Timi Alaibi. But there were also some absences that were kind of worrisome. For instance, the notable leader, Ijaw leader and Niger Delta activist, Chief Edwin Clark, who had been penciled down to be one of the key speakers into this event, was curiously absent, together with some other names at today's event. Loide.
Of the bomb disposal members who were with the dignitary being around after the blast, which has its own security implications. But what was the security situation like itself before you left, Warri?
Although I can tell you that it was tense. The entire city was engulfed in heavy tension. And now it was very difficult to get out of Warri City. The several roads had been blocked completely, and it was practically impossible to leave town. There were security men placed at different strategic locations in Warri, and they had men of the army, men of the Nigerian police force. There were heavy military presence in Warri as at the time of our trying to get out of the city of Warri. Definitely steps have been taken to beef up security in the state. But I doubt whether the conference itself, which was earlier scheduled to be a 2-day conference, beginning today and ending tomorrow, I doubt if the conference will go on, because I spoke to some of the participants who they were trying to relocate to a nearby hotel, Wellington Hotel, to continue the conference. And they told me very clearly that it will be difficult for them and the dignitaries to all be penciled down into one location, all of them under one roof. Given what they have seen, they were not prepared to take that type of risk. So I doubt if the conference itself will go on. But the entire thing that happened today caused to question the security preparedness of our relevant forces, particularly the bomb squad. We just heard Chris Olakwe, who also was on television not too long ago, talking about the preparedness of his men to tackle any bomb situation. I dare say, and I stand to be corrected, that the men of the bomb squad did not live up to expectation today. Men of the anti-terrorism squad did not live up to expectation today, and they need to go back to the drawing board to figure out how they will be able to contain situations of bomb threats like this. Loide.
Much indeed. We'll be getting on to you as we need to, as the situation unfolds. That was our